Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yeah. Come on in. Come on in. As you're coming in, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, share this out, and make sure you comment where you tuning in from. But let me go back. Make sure you share this out. You want all your people on here tonight. I'm telling you, I keep trying to tell y'all. I always got something special for you. And of course, this week ain't no different. So I'm gonna give y'all as much time as I can and get away with, for y'all to share this out. Because like I said, you want your people on here. This queen right here, I ain't gonna get into it yet. I ain't gonna get into it yet. But yo, hit them buttons now. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Y'all know me. But yo, before I even get into it, what I'm gonna do is I'm finna mix up some of that world famous ISOT. Man, I'm telling you, this stuff right here, this is the truth right here. This is the truth, the absolute truth. If you ain't cleansing, if you ain't tackling your health from the inside as well as the outside, you're only doing half the work. I'm just gonna throw it out there like that. You're only doing half the work. But yo, finna go on and mix up this watermelon. Yeah, it ain't gotta be summertime for you to enjoy watermelon. And going on, drop the music. Y'all know how we do. Gotta get it hyper here in Grind Time Live. This is a party. Cause you already know what time it is. Let go.
Wake up in the morning, time to rise and shine. Hit the grind, ain't no way I'm falling behind. Every dollar earned is a step to a line. Mr. Grind Time, watch how I redefine. Hustle hard, never looking back. This is where legends are made, that's a fact. This is Grind Time Live and reaching for the sky. Money's on the line, gotta hustle, can't lie. Living for the now while we aim to fly high. Together we'll rise and our visions amplify. This is Grind Time Live and reaching for the sky. Money's on the line, gotta hustle, can't lie. Living for the now while we aim to fly high. Together we'll rise and our visions amplify. Total life changes, gotta push through the pain. Health over wealth, but we're still stacking gains. Motivation in my veins, driving me insane. Never satisfied, I forever remain. The clock's ticking, can't waste a beat. Every move I make, I'm feeling the heat. This is Grind Time Live and reaching for the sky. Money's on the line, gotta hustle, can't lie. Living for the now while we aim to fly high. Together we'll rise, let our visions amplify. So step to the grind, let's chase what we dream. Mr. Grind Time, building a team. This is Grind Time Live and reaching for the sky. Money's on the line, gotta hustle, can't lie.
Man, that song is hype. If that don't get you hype, then I don't know how to get you hype then, you already know. But yo, once again, I want to take the time to welcome you to the hottest new podcast gracing your screen. This is Grind Time Live. How y'all feeling? And this is episode 22. Deuce in the house, yo. 22 weeks strong, and I ain't stopping no time soon because there are too many stories out there to be shared. Too many people out there that is looking for exactly what somebody else has, exactly what somebody else has been through. But you know what? This queen here tonight, I say we go back. We've been around, for a while. But yo, this is one of the coolest women that I've ever met. Sweetest pie, sweetest thing in the world. But the grind is on fire. I'm telling you. But you know what? I'm finna go on bring her on because I can talk about her all night. But y'all don't want to hear me talk about her. Y'all want to hear her tell y'all about her. So you know what? Let's do this right now. Give it up. Slide it up for Miss Joanne. Taylor Christian. She is adding. Long as Facebook don't hate on me. There we go. There we go.
Hey,
What is your queen?
hey, what is up? What is up?
How you doing tonight?
I'm good. Look, I made my face up and everything. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna be on Mr. Grind time, so I gotta get it right. I gotta get it right tonight.
But sure, you know you don't need that extra though. But you know what? It's all good. But
Yeah, I
yeah,
saw
let me.
you. I saw you mixed up your watermelon. Yeah, I'm kind of feeling like left out a little bit. It's out of stock, but it's coming back soon. But you know what? I got my Delgada. Even
Oh,
though I got my Delgada, man. I mean, I'm a coffee drinker, and this stuff is the truth. So
I'm gonna
yeah,
throw a plug out there. If you are a coffee drinker, you gotta try Delgado. It's some of the smoothest coffee I've ever had, and I've tried it all. So I can vouch for it. Miss Joanne can vouch for it, and thousands of other people can vouch for it. So it is what it
it's
is.
what it is, right?
But yo, let me take the time to officially welcome you, Miss Joanne, to the hottest new podcast gracing your screen. This is Grind Time Live. We welcome you and we appreciate you for donating your time to talk to the people.
Thank you,
And no, this
thank
doesn't
you
know what
so
it is.
much. It is truly an honor and a privilege to be on this platform. I'm sharing, this time with you. As you said, we go back. I mean, I got some stories. I mean, I think we first met in Vegas when I was one of the top 10. And I mean, there was just a connection there. And that's just the community that we're in, right? I mean,
Definitely.
you are looking for a community, I mean, and connection, you are definitely going to get it in the energy that we are involved in. So I'll just say
That
that.
part. Exactly. That's how we do it though.
That's
But yo, let's go on and get it started because the best way to get over them. Hey y'all, I gotta mess with her. She said she was nervous. I don't know why she nervous. She had no problem talking to anybody, but now she want to try to get nervous. But the best way to get over them nerves is to just get into it. So the first question I always ask everybody when we start this podcast is, what came first, the chicken or the egg? Was it the amazing products that got your attention, or was it this amazing business opportunity that got you to join us in the family?
right. So I guess the egg would be the product, right? So it
However
was
you
the
want to do it.
product. It was the product, but it aligned so I became part of the community like immediately after because of the product, because it was something that I needed. A lot of times we think we don't need something. A lot of times we think, oh, we can do this. I just need to get over that hump. That hump just kept getting larger and larger. And I was just like, okay, all right, something has to give. And
I know, right? Yeah, trust me, I understand that
hey,
hump myself, and
right,
because I had one of them humps, if you know what I mean.
right.
So yes, I totally understand that, but these products basically were just a segue into you meeting this amazing family. And so the products got you in, the family kept you here.
Yes, the community sealed the deal. Cherry on top, icing on the cake. Yeah, I mean, it was the community because a lot of times you can always find product, um, but we do have the best. Let me just put that out there. Let me just step back a little bit and say that. But the community was amazing. I am so thankful for how I was brought in, and how I've been able to connect with so many people across the globe. I can't even say, in Ohio or across the globe. I mean, nobody, you do not meet a stranger. In
Exactly.
the community, right?
Exactly. That's why I'm still here 4 years later myself, because we may be on different teams, or whatever, but it's always still gonna be one TLC.
That's
We always gonna come together when we have to. Just like Miss Joanne, you on what team?
I'm on Team Reliance. Team Reliance in
Reliance.
the
Yeah,
house.
yeah,
Drop some hearts. Drop. I know my team is Team Reliance. Right.
yeah. Okay, my bad, my bad. I knew I know most of them. I know most of them, but we got so many individual teams. But like I say, we come together, and when we come together, it's just amazing. Especially like when we come together in Detroit,
Right.
everybody, everybody's together. Everybody's energy. I had energy overload the last time we was together. I was up there, so when you get overload, miss a grind time, the energy is on point.
Right. And we are totally, we have a saying, you're in business for yourself, but you truly are not by yourself. Because a lot of people can say that. But I'm telling you, it don't matter what line you in, on the sideline, the down line, the up line. All I want to tell you is get in line.
Oh, nice one. I like that. I like that
Yeah,
one.
well, I'm a seasoned. What did they used to call? I'm one of the seasoned saints, right? So I'll pull a few rabbits out of my head of knowledge since I've kind of been around for a little bit.
Okay, okay. How long have you been around?
Well, I started, so is this my segue to kind of tell you my story? I already told you, I got introduced to the product on accident, um, so I joined the business in 2020, but maybe a year before that, I'm one of those girls that grew up and you didn't have to watch what you ate. You could eat anything and it would just melt off of you. I mean, I had children and, I bound, go home in your jeans and all that stuff. But when I entered that interim of the 50s, okay, it just, I tell people, I always laugh. I say, I had a domestic violent relationship with my weight.
Rewind, rewind. I'm gonna just get back into it. Did you say your 50s?
Right, that's when I joined, but I'm 61 on November the 2nd. So it was exciting. I was Let me tell you how blessed I am. So I got to attend, the event that was in Detroit, and what was Evolve.
Evolve, yeah.
So I was at Evolve, right? And we were there through Friday. We came home Saturday. My birthday was that Saturday. So I turned 61 November the 2nd. That's right.
Happy belated birthday, even though that was
Why,
a while
thank
back.
you. Why, thank you, sir. Thank
I,
you so
I,
much.
I didn't know you was in your 60s though, real talk.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Made me feel young. That's all good though.
That's right. I had that AARP card for a while now. So yeah, and but it's a blessing. And I'm telling you, once you get older, um, you appreciate when people, a lot of people be like, "Oh, don't ask my age. Oh, please ask me my age, please."
Yes, yes, definitely,
Yeah.
definitely. But okay, we can get back into it. My bad. I didn't mean to cut you off right there. It just kind of threw me
Oh,
off.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to throw you. I threw off Mr. Grind
Yeah,
Time. You guys hear that?
cause you said you like 50s and 60s and stuff. That kind of threw me off.
Yeah. So I joined in 2020. So um I had gained like a lot of weight. I got up to like 172 pounds. But it wasn't just my physical weight. I was carrying a lot of anxiety, depression, this the normal life things, but it hit me like a ton of bricks, and everybody, even when they look at pictures, they go, "Oh, you didn't look so bad," but your body, what your body can take. And I knew that I needed to make a change because my weight had spiked so quickly that anxiety came in. Um, I had to end up getting on high blood pressure medicine because I kept having anxiety attacks. They didn't know if it was the anxiety that was causing my weight, my high blood pressure, but I had sense enough to, go see about it. But it was my wake up call to say, okay, Joanne, you can pray all day. you know, shouts outs to the prayers, but at some point you have to take control of your life, you know. And again, I'm in my 50s. I have 6 children, 5 of them are living. Um, I lost my first child when he was 6 weeks old. I have 9 grandchildren, so not that many grandchildren at the time, but at the time, I knew that I wanted to be around because you can't sit there and go, well, my mama lived it this long. And then you have to take control of your own destiny. And that's what I did. And it came right on time. A friend that I had met doing something else, they were in TLC and they sent me a pack. They sent me a pack. So they gifted me, okay, um, a pack, and I lost 6 pounds in the first 5 days. Okay.
Ooh.
That
Let me say this:
was like
results will vary,
at the
and
end
we
of that was like the end of 2019, right? So 2020 happened. So February 2020, I joined TLC as, a life changer. Just
okay.
listen to those 2 words together, because I knew even if I wasn't going to do the business, I knew what this did to me for me.
Yes,
And yeah, and then we know what happened March 2020. So it kind of lined I kind of was set up for success. And in that process, I lost 27 pounds from 2019 till now. Now
that's
trust me,
what's
I'm in
up.
my 60s now, so I got a new battle right now. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times we think it's easier, but you gotta switch it up, right? So I know I have to switch up some things. You know, I still have more things I want to accomplish. Being 61, I want to kind of build muscle. I want to. There's just a lot of things that this opportunity and these products have made me take a look at, because it's not
Yeah,
just the product. The product ain't gonna it ain't a magic pill. I tell people that all the time. This is not a magic pill, but it's gonna show you that you do have the endurance to do whatever it is that you accomplish. Because when I lost that 6 pounds, I was like, okay, and it made me, work, walk a little bit more, watch what I eat, you know,
yes,
everything in moderation, right? I mean, you can't just sit there and eat cheeseburgers and fried chicken every day and be like, I'm just gonna drink this tea. I mean, it's gonna get out of you, but I mean, come on, let's be realistic about things, right? Let's be real.
definitely, definitely. I feel you. I feel you. Yeah, but that's a good thing about it. The products was a segue into a lifestyle. And I be seeing your TikTok. You run circles around a lot of these 20-year-olds. So at 61, yeah.
Yeah, I gotta give a shout out. I gotta give a shout out to my coach and mentor. She, and that's what I love again about the community. Um, because she challenged me to get out on TikTok, because I had been out on TikTok and I had a couple of you know videos that had a lot of hits, but she was like, "Find you got to find your niche." And in the last month I found it. Like the one TikTok where I'm asleep with the fan. So if you guys want to follow me on TikTok, I'll make sure I drop my information on here.
Definitely.
I'm at like 250,000 views on it right now.
Wow.
But again, it's about building connections, because it's not sell, 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 sell. It's share, 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 share. But you can't share something with somebody that you just met yesterday. They gotta kind of figure out who you are. Like, you have to be, they want to know and trust you. Even if they don't know you physically, they want to be able to make some kind of connection. So I'm having fun doing that. Sometimes I'm doing my TikToks and my 2 youngest sons are in their 20s and they're looking at me like, oh my goodness, lady, what are you doing? What are you doing? And I'm just like, hey, keep up. Dude, you got 250K views? Okay. Right.
Yeah. You be doing your
Well,
thing
I
though, real talk.
appreciate that. I appreciate that. I appreciate you doing the duet with me. I was like, that was just like, okay.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. See, that's another way we come together. What that did, and I was gonna it made a new video, and so now it's gonna get both of us more
Right,
views, drive more traffic to both of our
right,
pages, and it's just a team effort regardless.
right, right. Yep, yep.
And then you getting 250K, maybe I need to do it more to your videos.
Yeah, I kind of been on this R&B kick lately, right? I mean, I love the new school, but old school, man. Like that one video I did was just like, yeah. And
Man.
I did a Tina Marie one. I'm sorry, I know we're getting off track here, but I had the broom and somebody did a comment and was like, I thought that was a guitar. And it's about building relationships, and finding someone to connect. That can connect with you, and at some point in time, that's when, you can start sharing like your journey and your health journey. Because I mean, what? It's December the 4th, right?
Mhm.
Everybody right now is thinking about New Year's, right? But they're thinking about what they're going to do January the 1st. And I challenge people to start your New Year resolution today. Just
Exactly.
imagine how far you can come on that. But again, the holidays kind of puts a people are like, oh, I'll just wait till after the holidays, after I eat all the cookies and the hams and the, all of that. And
Yes.
but I challenge people just to really take charge. We only get one of these. I don't think they're cloning bodies yet. And again, I have 9 grandchildren, so, and they range from 19 down to one. Um,
Oh,
5 girls, 4 boys, and I want to be around. And I just don't want to be around where they go, oh, go see Granny in the corner, give her a kiss.
yeah.
I want to, so I'm out there. I have 5 sons. My first son passed away, but I have 4 living sons. They were in sports, so I was like always active in everything. And you got to keep that. You got to stay active, not only physically, but in your mindset, the people who are around you, personal development. I mean, my children have taught me so much because of the range of like their ages. They really made me look at things differently. Because you know what they say about us old folks. We set in our ways and we can't change. And I mean, in that case, does happen for some of us. But if you don't change and if you ain't growing, I mean, what happens to a flower if it ain't getting fed and it ain't grown? We know what happens. So, and I'm
Ex-
not even talking a physical death. I'm talking a mindset death and just, despair and all of that. And of course, life throws it at you, like, right, even like, not, I'm blessed. My mother's 85 years old. Shouts out to Barbara Taylor, 85. Um, but just watching her in this transition that she's in right now, coming to the acceptance. Because man, sometimes she gets mad because she can't do things, you know what
yeah.
I'm saying? And I'm like, Mom, you're 85, and I'm like, and it makes you look, it makes you charge and look at yourself, look at your own, mortality, so to speak. Am I living my best life? Is my cup empty every day? That's my,
Gotcha.
I want to try to pour out. I want to get poured into, and poured into is the community and personal development and family and just things that bring you good energy. But man, you don't want to leave nothing in your cup.
Nice one. Yeah, good point. Good point. That's why I say on here we talk about all five of the pillars of health, which is like say mental, physical, spiritual, emotional, and financial, because all of that comes into play. You just went through like all of them in just that one little 2 minute spill
Right. I
because of the,
mean, and it's, and man, if I could write a book about my life, you know what I'm saying? And it's interesting. Our team had a call yesterday, and we're setting ourselves up for 2025, with a goal, and our word for the year, for 2025, is endurance. And when I look at myself, I already know that I'm a walking miracle, not like physical, but mentally, you know. Imagine being 20 years old, your first child um, passes away at 6 weeks old. I mean, and that's been 40 years ago. He would have been 40 this
Mm,
year in January. Um, and what was even a different twist to it, he was with his dad. He wasn't with me. So they had to imagine, they had to come and tell me he
mm.
was gone. You know, he passed away from sudden infant death syndrome, SIDS, crib death is what
Yeah,
called it back then. And I'm still here. I didn't lose my mind, Gary.
yeah,
I didn't, I
yes.
mean, I remember when they walked in to tell me, but like maybe the next 24 hours after that, I can't recall what
Mm,
I did or what I said. But I'm still here, and God is so good because he was like, oh, okay, let me just give you four, let me just give you five more, right? Let me just give you five more kids, you know, and that's truly a blessing because even after Maurice, his name was Maurice, after he passed away, and then my daughter was my next child that I had. She's my only girl. I've got boys and her. I was terrified when I had her. You
mm.
know, fear is a powerful, invisible ghost that really tricks
Yes,
your mind. You know,
yes.
when we brought her home from the hospital, they were like, "Do you want to put a monitor on her because of what happened to Maurice?" And I was like, "Okay, yeah." But man, when she moved, that thing would go off. And if she do, I was just like, "No, it's coming
Yeah, I
off.
got you.
It's coming off. We're just if whatever will be, will be." And you know, I won't tell her age because you know she's at the age. Don't tell my age. You know me, I'm tell my age, but
Exactly.
but you know, endurance. When I think about endurance, you know, I looked it up, and it's like the ability to withstand hardship and adversity over time, whether it's physical, mental, emotionally. It's you show perseverance, resilient, and the capability to continue to move on. Because I could have stopped right there, could have ended all mentally, physically, all that for me right now. I mean, back then, but I pushed
Yeah,
through. That means he still had a purpose for me years and years and years and years later to find this amazing company called Total Life Changes. Okay. I had never really, I had heard of, you know, what we do or what they try to say we do, LML, MLMs or whatever they call it. But it's sharing, you know, we share. Remember the Popeyes? Remember when Popeyes did that chicken sandwich and people were lined up around the thing?
yes.
And so, and you was calling your cousin, girl, did you go? Girl, did you try that sandwich? Did you try that sandwich? Do you know how many millions of dollars that Popeyes saved in advertisements
Yep,
within that small period of time? We go to
yep.
the movies. We tell our we share our stories, right? Oh my God, you got to go to this restaurant. I had the best, you know, iced tea ever in the whole world. It's the same thing here, you know,
Same thing.
just like buy this. And you know, that's what I love about Total Life Changes because we have so many diverse people doing things differently because you got to find out where your niche is. You know,
Yeah.
what works for somebody else may not work for you, but the best work that you could do is to be hot,
Honest,
honest, open,
open, and transparent.
transparent. Okay. And
Oh
then
yeah, I
in
follow
that,
rules too.
right. And within that, build your story. I mean,
Yes.
man, my story is still being built brick by brick, but I'm so thankful that I have the opportunity because in 2020, when I just didn't know how I was going to get the weight off, anxiety had taken over, you know, and then your mindset starts to, well, girl, you 50, you ain't got a whole lot of time. And, you know, I got as much time as I allow myself. And within those minutes and moments, I got to make the best of it. Like, you know, or how are, you know, because you read about people and how they were remembered, and it makes you go, man, what's somebody going to say about JC? You know what I'm saying?
And dash. That's what we say. That dash.
yeah,
What that dash gonna say about you? Yes.
right. And the connection, I mean, the community, and I give a shout out to the person that brought me on. They're not even in the organization anymore. Okay.
Oh,
And
really?
a lot of us life changers have kind of went through that where, people have just kind of faded off into the sunset. But man, the alignment and how God, had it all set up on who I'm with now, because I'm in Ohio, but my team is in Kentucky, my team is in Texas.
Texas,
My team is across the globe. You know what I'm saying? So it's not
definitely.
about, because I talk to, I try to talk to as many people as I can without being too pushy, where they'll be like, well, I don't know a lot of people, or, I don't think I can sell anything. And I always tell them, well, there's the first thing, and it all starts with being a product of the product. Your story tells it all. I mean, if you watch my coach Rose, her story, I mean, imagine being that transparent and getting out on a social media platform where nobody knows you and just let them watch your transformation.
Yes.
And when
Yes.
they see you, when they see your success, because I could tell you, you need to buy this. And if I haven't bought it, how am I going to tell you to buy? How am I? And it could be a hat. I'm not saying tea. I'm just talking about in general. You know what I'm saying? You have the best story. Gary, your story is the best story that you can tell.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly. Exactly. Let me go back a little bit. They always say, because you was talking about living, they always say you only live once. No, you only die once. You live every day. Remember that.
Okay. Okay. Let me. All right. I gotta write that down. That's
Yeah,
good.
that's one that I always thinking about. I'm like, why they always say you only live once? No, you living every day unless you just sitting around not doing anything to improve yourself, to help you or help someone else.
Hmm.
Yeah, then you're dying every day, not just not living every day. But yeah, you living, keep on living. And do me a favor, reach out to Rose for me and tell her I want her on here.
Okay, I'm sure. I know she. I saw her pop in for a second, but I most definitely will let her know. And I mean, it doesn't stop with like the tea. So right. So let's get So I'll get back to my little journey. So I started shedding the pounds. I was drinking more water. I was working out. I was eating better. But again, there's stages. Okay. Yeah. I mean, this is one thing, but I always when I talk to people or when I share with people, I say the tea. Think of it like you're gutting your house, right? This is gutting your house, getting all the, stripping the walls and pulling the
Yeah.
carpet up. But, we have other things that just we have a product that meets every need, I believe. The Nutriverse, the Liquid Gold, the Johnny Shot. You know what I'm saying? I do my Johnny Shot every day. Liquid, because you're gutting, but you got to put nutrients back in. Because
Yes.
when I talk to people, a lot of people, like, oh, I do the gummies and stuff. And, shout out to the gummies. But by the time the gummy dissolves, it's already went out the door, y'all. It's went out the back door, as I say to some of my people. But ours is liquid, okay? That means it absorbs into the bloodstream immediately. And it's going to give you the nutrients that your body needs. So when you are eating all those good proteins and veggies and all that, your body's going to absorb it and get the nutrients that it needs. And then, I'm an HR person by day, so I'm an analyst. So I'm on a computer all day. And my NRG, whoa, because
Yeah.
sometimes I'll take it in the morning with my NutriBurst, but other times I got to take it like right in the mid afternoon because I might have 2 or 3 meetings back to back, and it and it's no crash. There's no crash. And I love that
Yeah.
our what I and the capsules are a big thing for me because me growing up as a child, My mama had to crush a baby aspirin, put it in orange juice, and force feed it to me. I'm gagging on the baby aspirin. So I love that ours are capsules. So if you're not a big pill taker, man, you could drop it in your Delgado, and you got a bullet coffee there. I mean, powerful, you know, all of that, So I
Yes.
mean, there,
That's how I do with my creation. I call the Hulk. I drop it in there with the NutriBurst with a little bit of
yeah, you do
blue
all of
magic.
it. You do like a massive shot. Like you do the tatui too, right?
Yep, that's why I call it the Hulk.
Right. I think I tried the NutriBurst with the Blue Magic once. Wow. Have you tried them two together?
That's part of the Hulk. So I had them.
Right. Right. I'm on the walking thing like
Yeah, now you see why Mr. Grind Time be on this level like all the time.
all the time. And I just want to say to you, I remember I am so proud of you as far as like this grind time, because I don't know if it was on a call, but I remember hearing a conversation that you and Mr. Lakari had where he was like, if you get so many episodes, I don't know if it was that dream,
Yep,
it was somewhere that I
yep.
remember a conversation.
He said
And
15.
yes, and then when I saw him on yours, I mean, it's all part of endurance. Keep
Yeah,
going. You fall.
yeah.
I think I shared something with somebody the other. Even if I fall, I want to fall forward. Okay, I want to
That part.
fall forward. Even if I slip, and I'm talking slip in life, fall forward. That means you're gonna keep going. I think about it on football, how they've changed the rules. So how, remember, I mean, maybe not because I'm 60. I just remember when you had a touchdown, you had to actually physically go through the thing. Now all they got to do is touch the orange thing. They just got to extend their arm and just touch the orange thing. But it gets them what? It gets them success. It gets them a touchdown. It gets them their points. So keep going, because man, I have so many excuses that I could use to stop, life and everything. And I'm not, I don't have, all these ranks, and the ranks will come. Like, I'm not worried about ranks. Yes, I love rank, I love the excitement of cheering other people on. But my goal for 2025 is to build a solid foundation, because I think I'll be the best life changer when my life changer gets a life changer, and they get a life
Exactly.
changer. Because
Exactly.
it's easy to do it. It's harder to do it by yourself. I mean, no, let me change that up. So it's easy to do it by yourself, but why would you want to win by yourself?
Exactly.
I mean, we ain't playing golf here, Even on golf, everybody's individually, but it's still like, what sport is a by yourself sport?
Besides track and field,
No,
and
I'm
they
talking about
still
like
come
by
together
yourself.
as a team
Right,
to win overall.
right,
So it's not, no, yeah, by yourself is really not the way to go. Things may seem hard, may seem like everybody's saying no, but one thing about us, we ain't gonna stop. We're gonna keep
right.
going because somebody is waiting on you.
Somebody
Somebody's
is
waiting.
waiting. Yes, yes. Yep. And
Ex-
I want to give a shout out to somebody else on my team that is fairly new, Danica. Um, she is like on fire. I mean, on fire. I mean, this lady is going live every day. And when you see that energy, and it almost takes you back to when you had that energy. And maybe some of us have lost that. You know what I'm saying? Based on, the nose and the nose and the nose and the nose and the nose. Like, learn. Mr. Lakari says it all the time. Learn how to love nose. Let your
no,
nose be like, ooh, like Like, girl, I got 15 no's today. I
Yeah.
got 15 no's today, you know? And it's like, that's why I try to utilize social media so much. And it starts with your list. You know, people might say, "Oh, I only got 200 friends." Okay, do those friends have birth? Because every morning I start with birthdays. Like I go, because like Facebook does all the work for you. They tell you when their birthday is, and you can type on something. It's gonna show you everybody's birthday, and just send them a message because a lot of people have not gotten recognized since high school.
Yeah.
Think about that. Some
Definitely.
somebody has not been like congratulations or hey, you know, and that might make somebody's day, you know. That might
Definitely.
somebody might, be ready to give up, but you're I'm thinking about you. I hope you're having a great day. How's the kids? Again, it comes down to relationship building, you know. I
Exactly.
always tell people, man, even if you are not, you ain't interested in the business and maybe you don't want to be part of, do the products, but are you looking for something? Are you looking for a community that you can turn to? Because it's tough out in these streets, okay? Like with family, it's tough.
Yes.
You know
Yes.
what?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, I so appreciate my strangers. I love my family, but man, sometimes it's like, no. I'll be like, I am so tired of asking you. Can you just do this for But again, it's part of the journey. Like life is a journey, and you just got to roll. Like create the best story that you can, man.
Yes. Yes. And we're glad
That's
you still here telling yours.
Yep, yep. So I'm glad that you got past the 50 though. But I was like, okay, I ain't even gonna tell him I'm 61. And I have
You
kids,
know-
and when I think about endurance too, so my son, I tell the story about my son, but let me just take it back a little bit further. So I have a twin brother, right?
Oh,
Um, and I was born in the 60s, right? So just a little, trivia. Me and my brother were born on November the 2nd. Um, we weren't 5 pounds between the both of us. Of course, my mom, but back then she didn't know she was having twins. You know, blacks really, had to go to a certain hospital versus another hospital, and they didn't think we were gonna make it. Like we were in the hospital, we came home from the hospital on the day that Kennedy was shot.
wow.
So when people say, "Tell me something about yourself," and I say, "Okay, I have a twin, and I came home from the hospital on the day Kennedy was shot."
Okay, that's
You
showing
know,
your age a little bit.
okay, but okay, I ain't scared.
But what I like about it is, like I say, when you doing your videos and the way your energy is and the way you move, you you would run circles around these 20-year-olds, you know. That's why I like you telling your age, because maybe it'll kick some of them in their butt and then they'll get up. Be like, okay, if this 60 plus woman can do it, what's wrong with me?
All right. And that's kind of my focus like now, because again, a lot of times we think, you know, my time has passed, you know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna live my best life, bloated, inflammation, can't sleep, And it's like, no, why? And
Exactly.
sometimes we accept that, like, I mean, like it's part of our. And I'm speaking as an African American woman. It's like it's part of my heritage. No, it's not part. I love the little things that they do now with the Thanksgiving. Like Thursday, it's good. Friday, okay. Saturday, Sunday. If you don't throw that stuff out, you know what I'm saying. It's just like we're so ready to keep everything, but a lot of times by us not letting our hand, let it go. I think there's a picture of Jesus and he's got his hand behind his back and he's asking this little girl for her teddy bear and she don't want to give the teddy bear away, not knowing he's got a bigger teddy bear behind us. Okay.
Yes.
Because one thing about God, I'm gonna get a little spiritual, is he's not he's at the door waiting for whatever it is that we need from him, but he's not gonna be like open the door like, did you knock? I'm sorry, did you knock? He's gonna wait for us to make the move.
Yeah.
Like his grace is sufficient. And that means wherever you're at in your journey, in your health journey, in your life journey, um, he'll he'll fill in the rest. But he expects, well, he don't expect us to do anything. That's why I remember growing up. I'm a singer too, by the way. We used to sing this song. God gave me a song that the angels can't sing, because the angels are always like, they were created to worship him, but we worship him freely.
Yes.
And that's a new level. Like, I'm
Yeah.
sure angels are envious sometimes, but then a lot of times we don't really look at him that way. We look at him like he's supposed to help us, and he wants to help us, but he wants us to help ourselves. My grandfather, he owned a gas station. He was I grew up, I'm in Ohio, but I grew up in Illinois. So my grandfather had a gas station, where he did worked on cars and all of that. And he used to always say, baby, if you cut your finger, you ain't gonna sit there and say, God heal my finger, God heal my finger. No, God
Yes.
gonna say, if you don't go to the ER and get some stitches and a band-aid, it's just like he has the foundational stuff to make things happen, but we gotta take that step. And so
Gotta do your
many
part.
people are afraid of the unknown, as far as, they see a lot of the posts that we're doing on there, and they see the journey, but they're so afraid to step outside the box. We so easily give our time and energy to our work, and then we might have a little bit of time for our dreams. And I'm not,
Hmm.
this is a dream, but we so willingly, you know, do that. And like I said, I've been working for a long time, and I remember merit raises, where they go, oh, you're gonna get a 3% raise, and that's gonna contribute to about 25 cents. You know what I'm saying? And we're okay with that. Or even you work, I mean, even though I'm 61, but I look at myself like, I don't know, when am I gonna make myself 41, right? Where when I really retire, I don't want to retire and be like, gone in 5 years. It's just like, I don't
Yeah.
know. It's just like, it's a mindset. That's why we have to change our mindset. We have to develop our mind and be willing to learn different things. Okay. Because we're so easily, we give our dreams away on our 9 to 5. No punt, because I got one too. But man, I want to get to a point, or even if I don't get there, I want my kids and my grandkids to be like, man, my grandmother was a beast. Okay, she,
Yes.
she was active. She thought about her health. She loved her community, and I try to love my community by sharing this opportunity, because yeah, I might get a no, but man, it's just like, it's almost like sharing salvation. Like, why would we not tell the goodness,
Yes.
you know on what it's
Yeah.
done,
That's like Les Brown tell a story. He said, but the moral of the story is most people would prefer known hells over unknown possibilities.
Mhm.
So they could be living in hell right now, struggling day to day, not, not knowing what's gonna happen. But the opportunity comes for them to step out and do something else, and they won't do it because they want to stay with what they know.
Right.
You know, so
Okay, I'm sorry.
that's
My phone is acting up here. Let me just plug it in here. So I might have to hold it, but go ahead.
no, it's cool. Uh-oh, did we lose you?
You
Okay, there
see
you
me?
go.
Okay.
There you go. Yeah. No, it's cool. It's cool. I'm finna let you go. But oh yeah, yeah, that's what it's all about though. Just, keep living, keep working, because if you woke up today, I mean, God still has something for you to do. He still has a mission for you. You know. That's what I was wanted to say on the story. What you were saying.
Yeah.
If you woke up today, then He still has something for you to do,
Right.
and it ain't just working at 9 to 5.
Right. Right. Right.
You know.
And our mission is to share. Like so many people need what we have, and I'm so honored again to be on this particular one, especially in December. Like we're setting ourselves up for the new year, and every New Year's is like I I guess I want people to take a different meaning to New Year because it's almost like Groundhog Day, right? It's just like we continue to have this cycle of whatever we're doing that we know isn't good for us, but I want to change it on January the 1st. Like what is so special about January the 1st that you cannot take that step today? I mean, I'm not saying, oh my gosh, you can never eat a hamburger ever again, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
you know and I get so tickled when I'm sharing, the story, and I love our 25X system, right? Because it just makes it so affordable for people, and they go, "Well, I'm not sure," and then I'll use Cincinnati as an example. Then you see them on live at the Bengals game with their bingo hat, and their bingo coat, and their and their beer and their pizza, and I'm just like, hmm. And then oh, I'm so I love, but I love the challenge, because again, I'm not saying I was a skeptic, but I was just like, I gotta brew this, you know,
I was
because
a
it's
skeptic.
easy. It's easy to hand this to somebody, right? But you want to hand it to them with the confidence that they're gonna go home and boil and steep it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So that's why it's not just about selling, or even when we're sharing it, we talk about this on the You Learns, like, man, we got the best corporate, because
yes,
I work in
yeah,
corporate, so I know how corporate like work, moves and stuff. I mean, some organizations you got to be, it's rank driven, right? We're on, they're always like, oh, it's this pyramid scheme. Well, what is it at your job? I think you start with the CEO, you got a president, and like it's just like change your mindset, and
yeah,
it's like, man, this is everything. This is
definitely,
everything,
definitely.
because
It's
like I
more
said,
than just about.
even
Mhm.
if I turn 80 and I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna, I know I'm gonna drink, because people are like, you drink that every day? I drink it. I've been drinking it every day since 2020.
Exactly.
But yeah, but Kroger's loves having a 4 for 20 sale. Ooh, girl, I'm gonna get two Dr. Peppers, a Mountain Dew, and a Mr. Pibb. I think one week I did like a challenge I did a challenge on my page. Like, I'm looking for 5 people to trade their Dr. Pepper for my belly brew for this one week. Man, it was like crickets. But it's okay because they're not ready. They're just not ready. But you're gonna
Yeah,
pay I know everybody looks at cost, but you're gonna pay for your health now or later.
that part.
Now
That
or
part. I actually
later.
just
And
told
I
somebody
look
that
at
the other
that
day.
because I'm 61. So, you know what I'm saying? So I definitely look at it that way, because like I'm having withdrawals right now because the coffee's out of stock right now. So I was gonna treat myself tonight though, and as you see, let me show you this. Let me give you one more analogy before we close out. So this is my grateful is my mindset cup, right? My favorite core value. As you see the
Too.
the handle is gone, right? It didn't break to pieces, but my message on this is this cup still works, okay? Even in your brokenness, even though this cup is broke, it still holds a great cup of coffee. It still has a purpose. It's not shattered. Now, shattered is something different, but it's not broken does not mean it's over. It just means
Yes.
there's a little deformity there. But you can take that deformity and make it a powerful story or a powerful cup of coffee.
Yes. 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 And on that note, I was gonna say, give them one thing, to leave with, to take with them. But heck, how many nuggets you gonna drop tonight?
Oh, well, I'm 61. I got a lot of nuggets. So, but I don't want to be
That's
that
what's
old
up.
lady like, because remember when your grandma would keep you in the kitchen for 15 minutes talking, like, okay, Nana, okay, okay, Nana, okay, okay. But you know what I'm saying? So when you're watching this, if you're watching this live, thank you. If you're watching this on a replay, please continue to support my guy, Gary, here. I cannot wait to see him at the next event. We're definitely going to have to, do some more photo ops together. I mean, I just remember Vegas. You were just so kind, and we would see each other at the next event. And, I think we got a lot of pictures the last time. So I don't know. We're going to do some TikToks. We're going to do some TikToks the next time we see each other.
There
But
go.
if you're looking for something, I'm telling you, if you are watching this later, I'm just telling you, watch it all the way through and just really take an assessment to, what you want. On our activity my team had yesterday, it was like Coach Rose, she said, if God handed you a piece of paper and told you to put whatever you wanted on it, okay, write it down and give it back to him. Then he's going to show you a field that's got an X on it, and he's going to tell you, okay, I've read your request, okay, and I've got a way for you to get to your goal. Are you going to do the work to get to it?
Mm.
And the work is taking that first step to say, I'm choosing me. I want more. And I'm not saying I want to, people aren't looking, yeah, we all want money, but somebody might just need gas money, okay? Somebody might need just lunch money, money to get their hair done. And if you could do it by just building a story through your journey and sharing it with someone else, I challenge you to do that. I challenge you to, I mean, if I'm not going to say take all month, but I mean, if you need to, okay. But be ready to make a life change in 2025 that you've never seen before. When you go into January the 1st, even though I would suggest you to start your New Year's resolution now,
Right now.
but but don't just say it's a New Year's resolution. Say this is it. It's going to be different this time, because we always say that every year. That's why it's like Groundhog Day. It's like January 1. Like, we need to change the date, okay?
Yeah.
We do not need to make it January the 1st. We need to make it December the
Hey,
5th.
hey. It's not a resolution, it's a revolution.
Right. And it's like, what do you want? And why are you waiting? Like, if I want a ice cream sandwich, I'm not gonna be like, oh, I'm wait till Tuesday. No, I'm gonna go, and get it, right? So
Definitely.
go after whatever you want. Do it with the
Definitely.
authority. Do it with the authority that God is going to give you what he promised, because God is a promise keeper, okay? And I am so grateful for TLC's community, because the products are amazing, but the community are what stands. It is the foundation. And that's why they've been around, and they're going to be around. And I want to make sure that I put like my stone in the building, okay? So they can be
Yes.
like, man, 20 years from now, I mean, I'm gonna be 81, I might be in glory, but I might still be around. But if not, be like, man, this chick, JC, man, she just, put your name in that spot. Fill your name in that spot. This is an opportunity for you to make a difference. Maybe you can't make a difference on your 9 to 5 or with your family or whatever it is you're doing. But if you could take control of a business and not be by yourself and have people to support you and cheering you on, I mean, man, I know we didn't talk about it, but Gary, we had 2 new ambassadors
Yes.
last week. And a
Yes.
lot of times people see ambassador and they go, well, they did that, well, they live here. I mean, the first Haitian ambassador, okay? And we know the trials and tribulations of Haiti. So if you don't believe in what God can do and his promises, she is a testament to that.
Definitely. Definitely.
And we got to put ourselves in that place. Not even saying for the ranking, but to know that regardless of the situations in life, in this world, in our country right now, because there's a lot's going on, but we have to stop and go, how can I make a difference in a positive way? Showing
Exactly.
love and empathy, even though we don't agree. We got to get back to empathy and just being kind. I've seen so many people not be kind based on who they like. It's just like because I have my moments because I'm in Cincinnati and our football team is the Bengals, right? So you got all these people saying, fire the coach. Like, and I look at people and go, do you always do what you're supposed to do on your job? Would you want someone to, like, I'm just like, yeah, he need help, but I'm not trying to take them, it's just like, we got to get back to love and just trying to be better, trying to make a total life change. And
Yes.
I'm okay, and I'm
Yeah.
gonna end it right there. I'm sorry, I'm gonna end it right there.
Okay, okay, but once again, I just want to thank you for just, giving us your time, coming and gracing us with your time, your presence, your story, letting them know that you just got to keep pushing. So I appreciate you, Queen, and I will be reaching back out to you in just a little bit, and I'll explain to you on like the next steps on
Okay,
with the replays and the links and all that stuff. But I got
okay,
you covered.
all right, all
All right,
right.
peace out,
Peace
Queen.
out.
Man, y'all give it up in the chat for Miss Joanne Taylor Christian. Hey, if y'all can't feel what she was saying, if it ain't hit you like right here, then I don't know what to say. And that's why I'm reason why I want her on here. I love her energy. I love her flow. But I love her experience, the wisdom that she brings. And that's what you get with when you come into a community like this, a community like Total Life Changes. This is a family. But you get different experiences. You get different wisdom from different people literally around the world to help you find your spot, find your place, find your niche, as she said, to where you can work on making yourself better and then work on helping the next person because that's what it's all about. That's what we do. So, like I always say, if you ever thought about, if you got on your mind now, don't even think about it no more. If you're on the fence, jump off that fence and don't walk. Run to your nearest life changer. You got Mr. Grindtime, you got Miss Joanne, and you got a whole host of life changers that's been in the comment section. Find one of us. Inbox one of us. Tell them you want to get started today. Because like I always say, fam, I ain't got nothing but love for you. And remember, God loves you. Peace out.